in the bucket. It's not fair that you pluck the people from a place where they fell to their knees and say, for God I live and for God I die. It's no wonder what my God can do, what he's done for others, he'll do for you. Now you put them in a situation. You place them and stack them on top of each other. And now you held this one against that one. This one had green eyes and that one had brown eyes. This one had light skin and that one had kinky hair. And you put them against each other. And now you say they're much like crabs in the bucket, but they're not to be in the bucket. From 1880 to 1910, black people have built all of their historical colleges and universities, FAMU, Tuskegee, Bethune, and all of these other colleges, when we had nothing but nickels and nails, pennies and prayers. We built some of the finest learning institutions that the world would ever know. They don't want you to know that you are a united people. You are the same people who will take their money and all put it in the common pot and let no family on the block go home. You are the same people who didn't look at the ghetto or Cabrini Greens in Chicago, one of the largest projects in America. You didn't look at that as a curse because you knew that if mama was down the hall and auntie was up under my apartment and grandmama is down the street, you knew you were in good hands. Amen. You understood that if just a few doors down was your sister, you can never be more than hungry for just a few dollars. You understood that, but people took those same things and have placed them against us. My declaration and my decree is that God will remind us that we are already a united people. That he who began to work in you is faithful to complete it even until the end. Mama would say, much like a folding chair, all the components of a folding chair are already there. You don't have to do nothing to a folding chair but unfold it. When God created you, he put in you all that you need. Lord, hands up today and ask God to give us anything else. All we have to say, Lord, is unfold me. Everything that I will ever need from this day forward, He already put inside of me. All that you Lord, unfold me. What's inside of me, outside of me. Some of us have been folded up so long that we don't know or ever remember that thing was inside of you. Whatever your life is missing, whatever it is missing, I declare that it's inside of you. You don't have to look no further than inside of you. You don't have to look to your neighbor. You don't have to look to your pastor or your preacher. Whatever that thing is that your life needs, God has placed it inside of you. If you would be so bold as to unfold yourself, the psalmist said, so I encourage myself. The psalmist said, I encourage myself. If you would be so bold, that to take your hands and put them on yourself and pull what's inside of you out of you, God will be glorified. The body will be strengthened. The body will be unified. And our enemy, he'll be horrified. Let me tell you one last story and I'll go to my seat. There's a story that when I was a young boy, they told us about a man going into the forest. He went into the forest and he went to the largest tree there and he said, can I have one of your branches? The large tree giggled and told him, you better go to the second largest tree because I'm not giving you any of my branches. He went to the second largest tree and he said, can I have one of your branches? The second largest tree giggled and told him, you better go to the back of the forest where the little trees hang out and take one of their branches. The man walked by the big trees and went into the very back, saw the little tree preparing to ask the little tree for a branch. He saw that the little tree was so small that he didn't have to ask the tree anything. He took his foot, pushed it on the base of the tree, dug it up, and then made the axe handle. When he took the axe handle, he walked back to the front of the forest, put it inside of the axe, and chopped down all the trees. While the two trees were falling to the ground, one tree said to the other tree, had we protected everybody in the forest, we would still all be living. Wow. He said we would still be thriving. He said, had we not given up the small trees, everybody would still be growing. When the body of Christ remembers that God has planted unity inside of us all the way in the beginning. All the way from the day that he created you. When he said, let there be, he put unity inside. That's why it's easy to tap back into it. Let us bow. Father,